in the company. Finally, he was like, "Sebastian, I don't know how to tell you this, but Rachel isn't who she says she is at work." Turns out, Rachel isn't some hotshot marketing girl about to get promoted. She's an assistant who makes coffee runs and schedules meetings. All those business trips? Complete fabrications. The big presentation? She was just doing the slides for the actual team. The fancy title on her LinkedIn? Total fiction. I felt like such an idiot. For 2 years, this girl had been lying about basically everything, and I never questioned it. What else had she been lying about? That night after Victor left, I went into full detective mode. I scrolled back through our text history, our photos, everything. So many inconsistencies I'd missed. Comments about money that didn't add up. Times she had to work late, but her location showed her across town. I couldn't sleep. I kept replaying that moment in the restaurant, how small she made me feel, how humiliated I was. At, 3 a.m., I get a text from a number I don't recognize. "Hey. It's Chloe from Rachel's office. Victor gave me your number. There's some stuff you should know." That's when things got really interesting. First update. First, thank you all so much for the supportive comments on my last post. I literally cried reading some of them in a good way. A lot of you asked for an update, so here's what happened next in this absolutely wild situation. So after finding out from Chloe, who works with Rachel, that my girlfriend of 2 years had basically been living in a fantasy world of her own creation, I spent the next few days in that gross post-breakup fog. You know the one, where you're alternating between crying into a pint of ice cream and angrily scrolling through old photos wondering if any of it was real. My apartment looked like a disaster zone. Dishes piled up, laundry everywhere, and approximately 7 empty DoorDash bags because cooking felt impossible. The worst part was that I kept having these moments where I'd think of something funny to text Rachel, then remember what happened, and it was like being dumped all over again. My brain was literally stuck in a loop of, did that actually happen? And how did I not see this coming? I'd also been avoiding social media because I just knew Rachel would post something annoying. But Wednesday morning, I finally caved and checked Instagram. Sure enough, there was Rachel with some gym selfie captioned, "Level up, know your worth, the audacity." I nearly threw my phone across the room. Victor came over that evening with takeout and found me wrapped in my comforter like a sad burrito. He's been amazing through this whole thing, making sure I eat actual food, listening to me rant about the same things over and over, and not once saying "I told you so," even though he had his suspicions about Rachel from the beginning. While we were eating, Victor showed me his texts with Chloe. Apparently, they'd been talking a lot, and she had tea to spill. According to Chloe, Rachel had been telling everyone at work that she dumped me because I was clingy and always talking about marriage. What? I was not the one who made a Pinterest board called Future Home Ideas. Yes. Rachel actually had one of these, which she claimed was research for some work project. Then Chloe dropped the real bombshell. Rachel wasn't just lying about her job title. She was currently on probation for taking credit for other people's work and might actually get fired soon.